Okay, manunod na naman po tayo ng balita at ating gagawa ng reaksyon at opinion. Finish na, nagwala si Rapi at Erwin matapos napatunayang dinoktor ang ebidensya ng prosecutor. Kung dito pa lang po, day 5, wala na ho talaga itong impeachment na to. Ba't kailangan nyo pang ipagpatuloy? Sir, kung ako sa inyo, yung flood control ang unahin natin. Dahil doon ho yung mga tunay na magnanakaw lilitaw, di ba? Okay mga kapatid, i-play na ho natin ito. Ano ang meron dito?
And I mean, hindi siya talaga yung dapat sumagot sa mga katanungan na ibinabato sa kanya ngayon. Mukhang hindi siya really that qualified at sumasablay-sablay itong taon.
Referral to Your Honor is nasa DOJ na. Hands off na ho kami doon. Sila ho ang magde-decide noon kung paano nila ipoprocess yung dokumento.
Kaya nga, hindi po kayo nagtataka. Hindi kaya, sir, dito sa mga nakita po natin mga ebidensya rito, mukhang sablay-sablay, parang minadali ho ninyo. Ay kaya nagkakaproblema ho tayo sa mga korte natin na i-dismiss sa mga kaso dahil kulang ang mga dokumento at parang minadali. But nevertheless, you don't have to answer me that. Let me direct my question now to the prosecutors. Mr. Prosecutor,
Yes.
ito po mga ebidensya na nakita ho natin, hindi pa ninyo ni-review?
Hindi nyo ba ni-review? Ay, nako po.
Na may mga nakita, hindi nyo nakita itong inconsistencies. Doon nga po sa sinasabi ng defense na pinirmahan, sinubscribe, pero mas maaga yung ika nga pagtanggap.
Your Honor, as to whether we perused that, Your Honor, please. Unfortunately, we were not party to the preparation of this.
No, but this was
documents.
submitted
Yes, Your Honor.
as evidence, right?
Ito ang balita ngayon. Trending at
Agoy,
pinag-uusapan ngayon sa mundo ng social media. Ang tiumanay balitang. Ito ang balitang dapat malaman ng taong bayan na pilit tinatago at pilit ayaw di umanong ipalabas ng mga bayarang media sa palasyo, kamara at senado sa publiko. Pero bago ang lahat, kung bago ka pa lamang sa channel na ito at kung gusto mo ang mga balitang politika, ay please huwag kalimutang mag-like, subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para mas maging updated ka palagi sa lahat pa ng mga bagong video na i-upload namin. At ito na nga mga kababayan.
Question as well. Mr. Witness,
You have 2 minutes.
okay. Mr. Witness, a lot of questions were asked to you regarding the filing with the Office of the DOJ, in particular, regarding the docketing, dating, subscription from the investigation data form. Now, can you tell this court what exactly is your role and what did you do in relation to the filing of this investigation data form? Ano yung pinaka-role mo talaga dito?
Wala lang. Gusto ko lang magsalita dito. Siguro yung pinaka-roll niyo. Gusto ko lang magsalita para tumagal yung impeachment, maiwan po yung flood control. Hindi. Nagpapatawa lang po tayo. Pero baka may punto yung patawa ko.
Yung papel mo talaga dito?
Yes, Your Honor. I instructed the executive officers as well as the agent on case to file our referral to the Department of Justice. So sila na ho ang nag-ayos niyan, sir, insofar as the investigation data form, insofar as other requirements. Ang instruction ko is comply with the requirement given by the Department of Justice, and then you submit it, and then kung ano yung kanilang guidance, you comply with it.
Okay, Mr. Presiding Judge, in my humble opinion, I think the errors in the investigation data form should be answered by the receiving office, and I think he's not, I mean, hindi siya talaga yung dapat sumagot sa mga katanungan na ibinabato sa kanya ngayon. Mukhang hindi siya really that qualified at sumasablay-sablay itong taon to. Thank you.
Noted. Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo, thereafter Senator Judge Alan Cayetano.
Quick question, Mr. Presiding Officer, to the witness and
You
to
have 2
the
minutes, sir.
prosecution or prosecutor here. Mr. Witness, kailan ba talaga final itong kaso laban kay VP?
Yung una na affidavit po, Your Honor, nag-file kami January 30, if I'm not mistaken.
Taon po, anong taon?
2025, sir.
2025.
And then nag-require po ang Department of Justice ng compliance dahil sabi nga nila nung una na certification insufficient for conduct of preliminary investigation and must be referred for a case build-up. Now, ang ginawa po namin, kinumply po namin yung kanilang mga requirements And then, come 11 February 2025, niresubmit po namin yung aming affidavit of investigation, Your Honor.
Nasa ano po itong kaso? Na isampa na po ba ng DOJ o hindi pa?
I think ongoing po ang preliminary investigation.
1 year preliminary. 1 year. Over 1 year. January to January is 1. February, March, April, May, June, July. Is that normal for the DOJ to conduct a preliminary about over a year, Mr. Witness?
Di ko po masasagot, sir.
Hindi ninyo
Sorry po.
masagot. Could it be, hindi po kayo nagtatanong sa kanila, Sir, ano ho problema? Bakit hindi po pa naisasampa sa korte yung aming isinampang kaso dito sa inyo? Hindi ho kayo nagtataka?
Ang alam ko, sir, Your Honor
No,
po,
hindi kayo nagtanong po sa kanila kung bakit? May kulang pa po ba DOJ? Ano po ang kakulangan?
Pag ang referral po, Your Honor, is nasa DOJ na, hands off na ho kami doon. Sila ho ang magde-decide noon kung paano nila ipoprocess yung dokumento.
Kaya nga, hindi po
DOJ.
kayo nagtataka. Hindi kaya, sir, dito sa mga nakita po natin mga ebidensya rito, mukhang sablay-sablay, parang minadali ho ninyo. Ay kaya nagkakaproblema ho tayo sa mga korte natin na i-dismiss sa mga kaso dahil kulang ang mga dokumento at parang minadali. But nevertheless, you don't have to answer me that. Let me direct my question now to the prosecutors. Mr. Prosecutor,
Yes.
ito po mga ebidensya na nakita ho natin, hindi pa ninyo ni-review na may mga nakita, hindi nyo nakita itong inconsistencies. Doon nga po sa sinasabi ng defense na pinirmahan, sinubscribe, pero mas maaga yung pagtanggap.
Your Honor, as to whether we perused that, Your Honor, please. Unfortunately, we were not party to the preparation of this.
No, but this was
documents.
submitted
Yes, Your Honor.
as evidence, right?
Yes, Your Honor, please. Yes, Your Honor, please. That's why this
Pero-
witness is more than competent to answer that. But the main point of the prosecution, Your Honor, please, they already filed and complied with these requirements and addressed these defects, if you may, by filing a February 10, 2025 affidavit investigation. That's why, if you have observed
Okay, tuloy tayo.
Senator Judge, we have been objecting as to the relevance of this. Exactly because what is in contention now is the latest affidavit of investigation that is now pending before the DOJ, Your Honor, please.
All right. And just a quick manifestation to the NBI. Mr. Witness, next time po pag nagsampa ho kayo ng kaso, make sure, kaya nga I was asking you kanina, I already have this feeling, something is wrong, dahil sobrang tagal na sa DOJ ng kaso ninyo, there's something wrong with the case. Siguro po, next time, make sure na yung kaso isasampa ninyo is airtight. Tama po.
Tingnan nyo Vice President po yung inaakusahan nila. Pagka ganyan po, dapat talaga pinaghahandaan na nila. Napakatagal na po niyan. Pero dito pa lang, ganyan na ang diskarte nila. So, ibig sabihin, nangangamote po sila. Di ba? Kasi kung talagang consistent yung mga ebidensya nila, ano bang magandang term? Sabihin na nating totoo talaga yung mga ginagawa ni BP Sara. Hindi sila nahihirapan. O kaya, hindi salasalabat yung mga wire, kumbaga. Pero nakikita kasi natin dito, parang salasalabat eh. Mahirap unawain. Excuse me po. Parang may mga kababalaghan, di ba?
Kasi madidismiss yan. Yung mga kaso na medyo hindi po tight
Correct.
talaga ang kaso. Ano po?
Nice one, Erwin Tubo. The Pendalo is in the air. Siyempre, pagkatama naman na sinasabi ng ating mga nagsasalita, bakit hindi natin palakpakan, di ba? Pero kapag alam natin na pangit, bakit tayo, bakit tayo kakampi pa? Di ba? Pag alam natin, mali na yung sinasabi, huwag na natin kampihan. O halimbawa, yung presidente, mali-mali na yung nakikita nyo, kinakampihan nyo pa. Ay, hindi na normal yon. Pag may narinig tayong magandang nasabi ng Pangulo, bakit hindi natin palakpakan? Ganun yun, di ba?
Yes, sure.
Sayang naman yung inyong pinaghirapan. Doon, ang dami natin nakita. Totoo po lang na nagmura ang vice-presidente, nagbanta ang vice-presidente.
Oh.
Sa ngayon naman po ako, nakita ko naman po yun. Pero pagdating po yun, usually pag sa technicalities tayo nagkakaproblema. Don't forget that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Quick manifestation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Noted, Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo. Senator
Nice one, nice one. Pwede.
Judge Alan Cayetano, you have 2 minutes, sir.
Less than 2 minutes, quick clarification lang. So January 30,
Ayan na.
yung unang affidavit of investigation.
Yes,
Tama?
sir.
January 30, tapos February 5, yun yung sagot ng DOJ na may 7 notes
Yes, Your Honor.
At February 5, yun din ang filing nung impeachment complaint against against Vice President Sara Duterte. And then, which you said wala ka knowledge doon. I'm just looking at the dates. Then February 10, yung revised na dun sa mga ang ginamit ng DOJ word insufficiency, yung 1 to 7 na punuan, no? Or whatever the term is. So, ang sagot ng witness, sir, sagot mo yung February 3, baka attachment lang kasi nung una yon.
Oh.
Yes, sir, I think so, sir.
Pero hindi siya pwedeng attachment nung una kasi January 30 sinubmit yun. Eh. So, hindi ka naman pwede mag-submit ng January 30 na attachment mo February 3.
Hala!
So, you went 3 days into the, or 4 days into the future kasi may 31 yung January.
Well, sir, siguro ang
Siguro.
makakasagot po niyan si Agent Calilong, sir, since siya ang signatory doon.
I don't think you can answer it. Point ko lang, hindi logical na it was an attachment sa January 30 because wala pang February 3 nun eh. So hindi pwedeng post-dated affidavit. Second question lang, sa parehong investigative affidavit of investigation na sinubmit, walang input doon ang PSG, ISAF, PSC, ISAF, CIDG. So kayo lang yon.
A statement, Your Honor, yung in-attach po namin.
Yes. So what I meant is that questions kanina nung many here, including the Senate President Win Gatchalian na did you consult the investigation ng PSC, etc. So nung final nyo to, walang input directly or indirectly ang Presidential Security Command, ang ISAF, ang PNP, CIDG, and anyone else, the National Security Council. So purely NBI to.
No personal knowledge kung merong correspondence ng ibang agent.
Okay lang yan. Wala, pagka ganito, nag-iimbestiga kayo eh. Alam nyo, di ba sabi ni Robin Padilla, may may kasong mga kinaharap, no? Yun lang, no? wala. Erase, wala, mga kapatid, no? Nako, mahirap palang ganito. Diyos ko po.
With the director.
Sorry, hindi kayo pwedeng walang personal kasi ikaw nag-file eh. Ikaw nakapirma dun sa affidavit. So you
Natumbok mo!
would know whether dun sa affidavit na yon they had input or not. No
Yes,
one
Your
else
Honor.
could know because you're the one who signed it.
Yes, Your Honor. In so far the Cybercrime Division is concerned, kami po yun yung gumawa
Yes.
noon.
So the answer is they had no input.
Hindi ko alam kung... well, in so far as the affidavit is concerned, amin po yun, Your Honor.
Wala na!
Now, kung correspondence between other agencies and the NBI, hindi ko na po alam kung ano usap.
Si Gary nasa likod.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you.
Naka! Ito na nga mga kapatid. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood. Kung napapansin niyo po, ang ating channel po, napakahina na. Hindi ko alam mo kung ba't nagkakaganyan yan. Alos wala na ho tayong sinusweldo dyan. Pero sa tulong po ninyo, kahit konting mga donasyon, tumatanggap po tayo para po kahit paano magpatuloy pa rin tayo hanggang sa maging maayos ulit ang ating channel. Pagpasensyaan nyo na, ito po ang ating GCash. Maraming salamat po sa lahat po ng gustong sumuporta at susuporta pa. Nasa description po yan mga kapatid. Inisip ko kung kailangan ko to pero siguro baka kailangan ko talaga. Kasi kailangan natin makipagpatuloy sa pakikipaglaban po natin. Kasi sayang maraming nanonood sa atin dati, kaso nga lang, ewan ko kung nagurgo, 2 beses tayo nagpalit ng number. Nandiyan po ang ating GCash, kahit mga pangkape, tumatanggap po tayo niyan. Maraming salamat po sa mga gustong tumulong at sa mga mambabash, bahala kayo dyan. Basta hindi ko po ninakaw. No? Mahirap na yung iba, billion. O kahit tigpipiso lang, masaya na ako dyan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Ito po ang inyong Kuya Den. Break it down.
Sa Senator Judge JV at yung ibang nagtanong sa admission against interest. You stated this already, but just for the record, you viewed the whole video, right? The whole 2-hour video.
The November 23,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Yeah, isang beses, sir.
Isang beses lang.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how many times there has the Vice President made admissions against her interest?
No, sir, ang tinutukoy ko po ang admissions against interest doon sa November 26, sir.
No, sabi mo yung November 23 din na ayaw ng defense gamitin contracted, so yung kinausap is also an admission against her interest, di ba?
Di sir, ang sinasabi ko pong admissions against interest, yung November 26 video po, sir.
Na sinasabi niyang totoo yon at hindi niya
Yes,
sinasabi.
sir.
Okay.
Opo.
So, doon sa November 23, may nakita ka doon na admissions against interest.
Insofar as I'm concerned, na nireiterate niya.
Hindi, not reiterate. Siguro, para malinaw, in your mind, or as a lawyer or as an NBI agent, what is an admission against interest?
Yun nga po yung ini-explain ko po kanina. Ito po yung isang bagay na ginawa ng isang tao na...
Hindi ginawa, sinabi.
Sinabi
Kasi
ng,
it's admission eh.
Apo, sinabi ng isang tao na ikakasira niya. But then, instead of denying na sinabi niya yon, inadmit pa niya ito, nireiterate
Okay,
niya.
very clear yon. And you and Agent John Mark Kalilong said that the basis of the investigation was the November 23 video, the basis sa inyong affidavit of investigation sa nag-file ng kaso is certain portions of the November 23 video.
As well as the November, as well as the
As well as
October 8.
other evidence. Okay.
Apo.
Sa November 23, ilan ang admission niya against interest?
Ang sinasabi ko pong admission against interest
This
yung
is a new
November
question.
26.
This is a new question. If you evaluated well the November 23 video, is there any circumstance in that video that you believe that the Vice President made admissions against her interest?
Plain ho yung utterance niya doon, Your Honor. Yung nakita lang ho namin, yung utterances niya. Insofar as I'm concerned, yung admission against interest nangyari nung November 26.
Mr. Witness, sagutin niyo na lang ako. Lahat ng admissions are utterances.
Yes, sir.
Okay, admissions is verbal. 'Di ba? Hindi ito yung parang admission sa court. Pwede mo i-admit yung documentary evidence, pwede yung object evidence, pwede yung statements. When we talk about admissions against interest, especially in context of what we're talking about, may statement na laban sa interest niya.
Yes, sir.
So tinatanong ko dun sa buong video, meron ka bang nakita? Wala. Yes or no lang yun, meron or wala. O meron at wala, hindi yes or no. Kayo nag-evaluate nun eh. Meron o wala? Admissions against her interest.
Yes, sir. The fact na in-utter niya yun.
Which one nga? So meron ilan at ano yun? A little leeway, Mr. Presiding Officer, kasi hindi natukoy masyado yung tanong.
Senator Judge Alan may proceed.
Yeah. So which statement that? That one you're mentioning now. So yung sagot mo, meron.
Ang understanding ko, sir, nung sinabi ko yan, I'm referring to the November 26, 2024.
Mr. Witness, paulit-ulit tayo.
Yes, sir.
Burahin mo na yung pinag-uusapan natin you're referring to. I'm asking you a direct question.
Yes,
Sa
sir.
November 23, meron o wala bang statements na you will consider in your professional as a lawyer and as an NBI agent in charge of investigating this? Meron ba siyang admissions against interest?
Ang tinutukoy ko lang po again, Your Honor, yung 26.
No, I don't care.
Wala po yung 23.
I'm sorry. I don't care, Mr. Presiding Officer, kung anong tinutukoy mo. I'm asking you a direct question. November 23, video. Meron o wala siyang admissions against her interest doon?
Attorney Lotok, yes, no, I do not know, I do not remember. We're referring to November 23, not 26.
Yeah, I do not know, sir. Ang
you do not know.
ang nire-refer ko na...
Yeah, don't tell me na. So you do not know. Okay. When she said, kung papatayin ako, may kausap na ako, patayin niyo yung tatlo. Is that an admission against interest? Yes or no?
Based on that utterance, sir, yes, I think so.
Yes. O kakasabi mo lang kanina, I don't know. Ngayon, yes. O ano pa? Ano pa sa video na yon na admission against interest? Meron o wala? Or I don't know?
Yung utterances na yun, sir,
Sir, bukod nga doon.
to me, sir, yung utterances na yun, that's admission against
Sir,
interest.
klaro na yon. Tinanong ka na ng presiding officer, sagot mo, I don't know. Tinanong kita ng diretso na sa video, biglang you know. biglang sasabihin mo na yun utterance na yun. So ang tanong ko na ngayon, bukod doon, aside from that,
Sir, ulitin ko po yung sagot ko.
no, you don't need to answer.
Yung sinabi ko po na
No, I'm
admission
asking
against
you,
interest.
aside from the utterance, the statement, na kung papatayin nila ako, patayin sila, is there any other utterance during in that video that you would consider admission against
In so far
interest?
as I remember, wala na po yun.
Wala na, okay. When the Vice President said, yung pinamigay sa DepEd, isn't that an admission against her interest kung may pinamigay?
Siya po yung namigay, sir.
So, ikaw ang nanood ng video, ikaw nag-evaluate, ako pa magsasabi sa iyo kung ano laman ng video. Akala ko ba, tignan nyo ng mabuti yung video. Bakit hindi mo alam yung laman ng video?
EDSW, ano yun? Sir, pwede ko pong tingnan yung sinasabi.
No,
ng
so you
specific-
do not know what the alaman ng video.
Again, tiningnan ko po ang video one time and ang nag-review po ng video yung agent on case.
Yes, but you're the agent in charge and you're the one who filed the affidavit. Okay,
Yes, sir.
next question. Nung sinabing mag-people power, tapos ang sinabi niya, hindi yun yung solusyon. O, kung nag-people power, sino magiging presidente? Kung nag-people power at mawawala ang Pangulong Marcos, sino magiging presidente?
Siya, sir. Opo.
Oh, so hindi ba admission against her interest din? Siguro sa interest niya maging presidente. Pero ang sinabi niya, what?
I think so, sir.
Okay. So I mentioned 3. So my next question, when you have an admission against interest, do you take the whole admission or you can cut it up into parts?
Again, Your Honor, yung
If my admission against interest is 1 sentence or 1 paragraph or 3 sentences, can you take 1 sentence and say yun lang yung admission and the 2 other sentences are not? Can you divide
I
it
think
up?
it should be the whole, sir.
The whole sentence. So the whole sentence niya, nung sinabi niyang kung papatayin ako, is pinagbibintangan niya yung 3 na papatayin siya. So if you say it's an admission against interest and you believe it, you also have to believe na papatayin siya nung 3. The same thing, if you're going to say na namudmud siya sa DepEd, ang sinabi niya galing sa First Lady yung pera. So you're also going to have to believe that. So if you're going to believe her na yung ibang sinabi is seditious, ngayon sinabi nga niya hindi solusyon ng people power. So as the evaluator, bakit hindi consistent yung evaluation niyo nung video?
No, I think yung in so far as people power is concerned, I think sinabi niya yata na, yes ma'am, natutuwa ako dun sa ginagawa niyo.
Hindi.
You know, pwede ko pong ulitin. Your Honor.
Let the record speak for itself. It's on
Yes, Your
page 26. Same paragraph nung sinabi niyang papatayin, no? But having said that, last question, no? Bakit sa cybercrime ni-refer? Ba't hindi sa anti-terrorism or sinabi mo meron intel group? Bakit sa cybercrime?
Your Honor, my cyber aspect po kasi yung violation.
Okay. What are the aspects of the alleged threat? One is the cybercrime grave threat. The other one is a possible assassination threat, right?
No, Your Honor, yung sinasabi kong my cyber aspect, the utterances was made through
Through cyber. And
by-
the utterance, in accordance with you, constitute grave threat.
yes, sir.
But if she meant it, and if it is true, and if it is accurate, it's also an assassination plot, isn't it? Kung totoo yung utterance niya, napapapatay kita, may kausap na ako, hindi ba assassination plot yun?
Maybe, sir, yes.
No, hindi maybe. NBI kayo nag-aano eh. May nagsabi sa presidente, papatayin kita. How much plain can that be as an assassination plot?
That's why, sir, may validation process.
That's why may validation. Kaya yung tanong ko, ano ba mas mabigat, yung assassination plot o yung cyber aspect?
No, Your Honor. Under
No, diretso yung tanong. Hindi no. Anong mas mabigat? It's a direct question. If you were NBI director now or whatever, you were PNP chief, dalawang iniimbestigahan mo, yung cyber aspect na pwedeng cyber libel, pwedeng grave threat, at yung assassination plot, ano mas mabigat sa dalawa? Ano yung prioritize mo?
Your Honor, yung cyber aspect, based on the law, mag-a-add siya ng 1 degree higher doon sa...
So, magdidebate tayo kung anong higher, papabayaan mong mapatay ang presidente.
Kindly wind up, Senator
Yes,
Judge.
I'm winding up. The point I want to make, Mr. President, is whether I was the PSC, the Executive Secretary, NBI, or an ordinary citizen, my first concern is wag mapatay ang presidente.
Yes, sir.
But instead of the NBI director taking it upon himself, giving it to the anti-terrorist or to the intelligence, sa cybercrime binigay.
Your Honor, again, ulitin ko, yung utterances was made through
Yeah,
information and
so
communication technology. Kaya may
I hope if
jurisdiction
any
on
one of my
cybercrime
colleagues here
division.
become president, magbago yung attitude ng NBI. Mas importante pala cyber kaso sa buhay ng presidente.
Not necessarily,
thank you,
Your
Mr.
Honor.
President.
Noted. Council for respondent is recognized for his recross, if any.
Just a few points, Your Honor.
You may proceed, sir, when you're ready.
So during your testimony, you mentioned that an unsigned document is a mere scrap of paper.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you also said on redirect that the lack of signature is a typographical error.
No, yung typographical error based sa tanong sa akin kanina ng abogado, yung misspelling, yung mali yung docket number, kung mali man yon, yun, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, you mentioned on redirect also about the November 26, 2024 press con, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
So after that press con, did you interview VP Sara?
No, sir.
And despite not having interviewed her, you made findings on her mental state.
No findings ng mental state, sir? What do you mean by that?
My question is, despite not having the chance to interview VP Sara, nevertheless, you included in your investigation or findings about her mental state.
Based on the series of events, Your Honor, as I have said, state of mind can be shown through the overt acts, Your Honor.
Okay. So you were also asked about persistence. Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the subject video was on November 23, 2024, correct?
Yes, sir.
But to demonstrate persistence, you referred to a press con on October 18, 2024.
No, sir. To demonstrate persistence, yung nature ng utterances niya, ulitin ko, sir, in-explain ko muna, the nature of the instruction was persistent because of the fact na ang sabi niya, huwag kang tumigil hanggat hindi mo sila mapapatay. And then, i-reiterate niya to nung November 26. Now, as to consistency, patterns, at persistence, pagdating sa galit niya sa presidente, yung October 18 may kinalaman kasi ang unang sinabi niya doon, walang kinukonsidera kong number 1 hanggang number 2 lang yung Pilipinas na to. Then pangalawa, I imagine myself cutting his head. Then kinumpara namin siya noong November 23.
Already satisfied with the answer.
Consistent po yung
What was that, counsel for respondent?
We are already satisfied. No need to
I think
elaborate.
already answered. Yes.
like,
All right. Last two questions. So you said that the February 14, 2025 DOJ certification found your findings or your investigation or the case that you filed sufficient.
based on the certification, the DOJ stated that you have complied all the elements of the crime charge, sir.
All right. So this DOJ evaluation, does this amount to a final verdict of guilt or innocence by VP
Your
Sara?
Honor, ang maliwanag ho doon, for purposes of preliminary investigation. Wala akong sinabing na final verdict, Your Honor.
All right. So you also mentioned the concept of open source investigation.
Yes, sir.
Does this include internet browsing?
Yes, sir.
So you Google search, kasama ba yun?
Yes, sir.
So you Google search mga news articles,
Yes, sir.
websites, videos, correct?
Yes, sir.
Including mga YouTube videos.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll show you a short video and I'll ask one final question now.
Kindly show the video, Tech.
Worry ko lang is yung mga anak ko dahil hindi talaga yan sila sanay na wala ako. Nasanay kasi sila, lumaki kasi sila na katabi ko yan sila sa tulog. So, yan yung worry ko, yung aking mga anak. Dahil nawalan sila ng nanay. Yan yung hindi ko kasi magawa remotely, yung pagiging nanay. Pero yung trabaho dito at trabaho dyan sa Pilipinas, kung saan man ako, ay magawa ko siya remotely.
So in the course of your open source investigation, did you encounter this video?
Hindi ko po na-encounter yan, sir.
Nothing further, Your Honors.
Before we let go of the witness, the presiding officer just has a few points. Number one, to clarify, Attorney Lotok,
Yes
sa
po.
pagtatanong po ni Senate President Wen Gatchalian kanina, sabi niyo po, maliban sa mga salitang binanggit o sinambit ng ikalawang Pangulo na may nakausap na siya nagagawa ng kanyang kautosang patayin, di umano, ang tatlong opisyal ng bansa, wala po kayong hawak na ibang ebidensyang may kinausap na nga siya.
Insofar as the Cybercrime Division is concerned, sir, opo.
Pangalawa po, sabi niyo po, sa ilang katanungan pinukol sa inyo na hindi nyo alam kung totoo o hindi ang ilang mga sinabi ng ikalawang Pangulo. Sa video na napanood po ninyo ng isang beses, yun mahigit 2 oras, sa kabuuan po, totoo po yun. Ang kaya nyo lang pong sabihin na sinabi niya yun, pero kung totoo man yun o hindi, wala po kayo sa lugar sabihin na totoo nga ba lahat ng mga sinabi niya.
Well, una, since Vice Presidente siya at base doon sa sirkumstansya na galit siya at nagbabato siya ng mga pagmumura, we believe na totoo yung mga sinasabi niya, Your Honor.
And as an advisement perhaps to the senator judges and the public as well, an admission against interest, as mentioned in the rules, is nothing really special. An admission against interest under the rules is simply an exception to the hearsay rule, where a person who is about to die or is unavailable to testify, his statements against his or her interest may be admitted, testified to by another person, not the weight we seem to be giving admission against interest na parang umami na dahil labag sa interest niya yon. The rules are specific and the purpose also is specific. It is an exception rather to the hearsay rule. If there are no other points or questions to be raised by any of the senator judges, Attorney talagang photo finish. Senator Judge Padilla is recognized for his intervention.
Pwede po bang magtanong?
You have 2 minutes, sir. Yes, of course, sir.
Apo. Kanina po nabanggit kanina ng isang senador na meron pong 2 kaso sa panahon ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte na inimbestigahan niyo po, isang 150 million, tsaka ano po yung isa?
Ang naalala ko, Your Honor, yung kay Mas yata, yung sa... Hindi yung ako may hawak noon, Your Honor, hindi yung ang Cybercrime Division. I think ibang unit ang nanghuli, although ang Cybercrime Division yata yung nag-file. Pero hindi yung ako may hawak.
Hindi po panahon niyo. Pero ano po nangyari doon? Na-dismiss po ba yun?
Ang alam ko na-dismiss yata, sir.
Nagsagawa din po ba sila ng masusing investigasyon?
Hindi ko po masasagot, hindi ho ako nag-imbestiga, Your Honor.
Wala po kayong nabalitaan kung gumawa din sila ng masusing investigasyon?
Again, Your Honor, kung ibang unit ho ang nagsagawa noon, wala po akong personal knowledge.
Opo. Kasi po doon malinaw na mayroong involved na pera. Kasi alam niyo, matagal din po ako nakulong. 3 taon din po ako sa kulungan. Marami po ako nakasama dyan na mga hired killers. Katunayan, pati po hindi hired killers, nakasama ko din po dyan. Sila Tihanki. Katunayan, excuse po sa aking seatmate. Madami po talaga. Pag usapin po kasi ng pera, talagang may threat. Pero sa tingin po ba nyo yung mga nangyari nung November 23, birthday ko pa po yun.
Opo.
Sa tingin nyo po ba, walang involved na kahit anong pera dito, walang kahit anong threat pa rin po ba yon sa palagay ninyo? Kasi ang hired killer, pera-pera po yan, ha?
Based on our findings, grave threats, Your Honor, and inciting to sedition.
Meron po ba inciting? Okay. Maganda pong pag-usapan yan. Doon po ba, pagkatapos po ba nung November 23 na mga sinabi ng ating Vice Presidente, meron po bang ginawa ang ating mga taong bayan para maging inciting for sedition? Nagbunga po ba ito?
Your Honor, ulitin ko po yung sagot ko. In the case of People versus Nabong, hindi ho necessary.
Pakisagot na lang po kung yes or no, kung meron po bang naganap na pagkilos ang mga tao.
Insofar as yung Seditious Act, wala kaming nakita, sir.
Wala po, opo. Meron pa pong isang tanong. Doon po ba sa mga naganap na maraming protesta, merong trillion march, merong kung ano-anong march, nakita niyo po ba doon ng Vice Presidente? Yes or no lang po.
Saan pong protesta, Your
Sa
Honor?
lahat po ng protesta na ganap, Dilawan, Pinklawan, Duterte, anuman po.
But wala akong personal knowledge, sir.
Yes or no lang po, nakita niyo po ba doon? Si Vice Presidente, nagsalita po ba siya? Nagbigay po ba siya ng panahon dyan sa mga yan?
Insofar as I'm concerned, wala akong nakita, sir.
Wala pong nakita. O yun lang po, maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Judge Padilla. Attorney Letok, you are excused and the court thanks you for your time and cooperation with this impeachment court.
Thank you very
sir.
much, Your Honor.
May I ask, good that the Honorable Defensor is standing up. Tomorrow, the subpoena for Attorney Lopez is only for today and tomorrow. The subpoena thus far, yesterday rather, and today. The subpoena for Captain Bello is for no subpoena, but she is scheduled to testify tomorrow. So what is your pleasure, Honorable Defensor?
Your Honors, before we proceed any further, the prosecution respectfully requests for a 5-minute recess. Just 5 minutes, Your Honor.
You can do your thing, Honorable Defensor, while I recognize Senator Judge, with the permission of Senator Judge Cayetano, of course.
Maybe they can.
Can they do their thing?
Yes, I was going to suggest that. I have a question about tomorrow. Maybe the defense can do their huddle while I ask
Yes,
this
exactly the
question.
point. Exactly the
the
point.
question naman is,
Senator Cayetano, Alan is recognized.
thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, Mr. Senate President. This is addressed actually to the Presiding Officer, Senate Pres, and our colleagues. So, are we going to have the oral arguments tomorrow about
Yes.
the... So, I think we all received the...
Copies have been
copies
distributed. The
last night.
memoranda of the parties have been
Yeah.
distributed.
More or
to
less,
Senator
it's
Judges.
33 and 32 pages, so that's 60 pages. I'm beginning to study it today because I had to study about other matters tomorrow. So the second question is, while we will have the oral arguments tomorrow, will we decide as a body tomorrow, or we have a little bit more time to digest what was discussed tomorrow and then decide on
We will
Monday?
decide as a body tomorrow, because my understanding is the parties will be needing time to analyze whatever data will be produced should the subpoenas be granted.
But that is for article, the subpoenas, for,
That is correct, Your Honor. That is for Article 2.
2, which we will start hearing in August, right?
As of now, it is the last one, but as we had talked
Yeah.
about earlier, the prosecutors can decide to bump it up depending on
Yes.
their strategy
So-
to present evidence.
No, so I'm not moving that we postpone the oral arguments tomorrow because I think we're ready to listen. But I do want to make an intelligent decision, and there are many, many issues from the test nga of if it's definite, is it a fishing expedition, 20 years, or, so there's so many issues. Would it be possible that we also have our own huddle tomorrow before we decide, just in case we're not, I mean, if everyone's ready to decide tomorrow, who am I to stop the decision? But I just don't want to make a mistake in deciding at medyo makapal tong assuming we read it once tonight, maybe once tomorrow.
The presiding officer yields to the Senate President with respect to the calling of a caucus tomorrow and what time? Para siya magpakain, hindi ako.
Yeah, well, let me leave it to the presiding officer and Senate President. My proposal is after the oral arguments and after all the senator judges have asked their questions, just so that we have one more night or one weekend to go through it and to, if we're not going to vote on it and we have a consensus, then no problem. And there's a precedent because we did this during the time of the late Senate President Enrile when it came to issues that were of utmost importance that could decide the impeachment trial results one way or the other, but that do have implications in terms of precedents, especially ito pinag-uusapan natin AMLA at saka BIR.
The
Mr.
Senate President is recognized to respond.
I share the same feeling with Senator Judge Alan Cayetano. I started reading both memos, and indeed it's quite lengthy and complicated, and we need to also consult our legal teams. So may I propose, Mr. Presiding Officer, to have a caucus tomorrow at 10 a.m. So that we can thoroughly
Wag na
discuss
lang.
this.
Wag na lang.